Hello everyone. Wait, hang on a sec.
Now that I'm all mobbed up, we can continue this video.
Few seconds in, I'm already making the most shittiest intro I've ever done. Anyways, so the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or also known as the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, because that's what really is happening right now. They should also probably considering changing it, because right now it seems like it's the Marvel Cinematic hellhole, because it's just a mess. It's really a mess. I mean, it is. Ever since the Far From Home Spider-Man thing came out, I just feel like the Marvel cinematic franchise, all the movies and everything, they just have been very underwhelming. I don't know. I don't know whether you feel the same, but it just feels like the whole endgame thing and the films that led up to that seemed very amazing, while the films right now, compared to those films that released previously, I just feel like they haven't been doing very well. Now I do want to say that not all of them are bad, right? Not all of the films that released so far are terrible or miserable, even though there are some of them, but not all of them. That I would give, not all of them. It just feels like it doesn't have that Marvel magic it used to have, but right now it just feels sort of bland, with no seasoning, with no salt. Who else to sum it up than this guy right here? He can sum it up all of it.
Wow, this is dreadful. It's like a bland pile of worms.
And I know there's a couple of people looking at this video's title right now, going about like, what do you think? Why would you say that the Marvel films are getting worse? How are they getting worse? Just don't appreciate the film industry, man. You just don't appreciate superhero films, man. At the end of the day, all of this is entertainment, right? You just go into the theaters, you're having a great time, and you're coming back. But since I really like all of this superhero kind of stuff from Marvel, or even DC, though I don't know what the hell are DC doing at the moment. It's just a bit shit. I just feel like, I don't feel the same level of excitement or the same level of enjoyment after watching the current version of Marvel films or even their damn TV shows. Now I do have a couple of reasons on why the MCU films are doing terrible right now. Or I shouldn't say terrible, more like they're getting terrible and not up to my level of expectations coming into these films. So the first one, let's start off with expectations. Now I think this is a pretty I do have this right now. I thought it may be easy, but it's kind of weird. But anyways, I do think that it's pretty self-explanatory. Why did I say it like that? This is pretty self-explanatory that, for a long time we have watched the Iron Man 2s, the Captain America, and all of that films, and they finally led up to the Avengers Endgame. And after watching all of that film, it's safe to say that, they blow every single expectations, and they've probably done what other franchise or cinemas or movie universe has ever done before. The way they have executed, the way they have, gained the level of hype and the magic that they have added into that, it's pretty splendid. If you have not watched those films yet, screw you. I don't know why I'm trashing you guys, but no, don't screw yourself. You can go and watch it. It's a worthwhile experience, I should say, when you watch it from start until the very end. Throughout the series of these films that led up to Endgame, not all of the films were amazing, I have to say. Alright, I'm looking at you and you. Not all of these films are amazing. They have pretty shit films along the way. But what I can say is they are not that much, and it's still compelling and worthwhile to go on this journey and watch until the very end. So after watching all of those films and that entire saga, you can say, and when they say they're gonna continue it, by announcing a few other films, the TV shows and all of that, and I had expectations going into those films because of what they have done previously, that they will be able to pull it off, but they haven't been pretty good. I watched Avengers Infinity War, and then after a few years I'm watching Eternals. That was a big pile of dip in excitement and enjoyment. Entire Marvel hype just tanked. But that's just one film, right? It's not that bad, right? I wish that was the case. Really, I wish that was the case. But the TV shows like The Falcon and The Winter Soldier just I didn't like it. Even the recent Doctor Strange wasn't really amazing. And I know it's not fair to go into these films thinking that every single one of them are going to be amazing. And you should really go in unexpected. But as much as I try to go in, with less expectations and try to expect the unexpected, they say, I still find myself in some moments thinking like they did scenes like this amazingly well, but then in this film something's off. I just felt like some of these films are just not done very well and feel a little bit rushed in my opinion, especially of the number of films that are just released in this year alone, like the TV shows and the film. It just feels like they keep coming. There's no stopping, there's no break, there's no nothing. And obviously because of those expectations that I had, it definitely made me doubt more on the state of the Marvel films right now, where it stands and how it really is. With that constant comparison with the previous set of films, I definitely do feel like it's not up to par. Another reasoning I should give why I think they're getting really worse is the messy rollout. Just like I mentioned before, just this year alone, we have TV shows and series and already 2 movies that came by that quick. And I don't know what else to expect for the rest of the year. It's just a half of the year and we have already had so much from Marvel. If you think about the previous saga, they had like 2-3 films per year. And it was pretty expected because they released a trailer and then there's a movie, and then after that some time there's a movie. Pretty great. The hype that they built, the excitement that they built, it was not too much, it was pretty minimal but still enough. And at the same time, it wasn't that much to take in for a year. So everything seems more smooth back then. Right now it just feels a bit messy, I mean, you have a movie and then you have a series and then a movie and then a series and then a movie and then maybe 2 series. They're not just films right now, they're films and TV shows that we have to watch. I mean, you have the Miss Marvel thing going on right now, and after a month I guess you have the She-Hulk thing going on right now. And then before this, it was Moon Knight. Even though Moon Knight was a standalone thing, I don't know whether they're gonna make it connected, but even though it was standalone, it was like another series. And then you had Doctor Strange, and it's still half of the year, so we have another half to go. You have Thor coming out, so it just feels like they keep appearing out of nowhere, and it just feels like too much. It's fine if all of this are standalone films that they don't connect to one another. It's fine if it's like that. But considering it's all connected, it just feels like there's more work to be done to watch a damn film. And that brings me to my third point. It's more hard work to watch a damn film right now. Back then it was still a task, because if let's say you watch Avengers Infinity War and you missed out 2-3 films from Captain America, maybe you missed some of the films, Iron Man, you missed some of the films, it was still a task to go back and watch. But it was still compelling because they were made well, they were constructed very well. Although they weren't the best kind of films, it was still compelling. Not this. This one, no. This one, get out of the way. For example, Avengers Age of Ultron. It was not the most amazing film out there, but I would still go and watch it because it was still a decent film. But if I were to rewatch WandaVision, or if I miss out WandaVision and I'm watching Doctor Strange, I wouldn't go back and watch 6, how many episodes was it? Whatever number of episode was WandaVision. I wouldn't go and watch all of those episodes back again. I ain't got that much time. That's the thing with series, it's just episodes after episodes that comes after 1 week, after another week, and then you gotta catch up, and after that a film comes by and you have to watch that series in order to watch that film, because then only you will understand what the hell is going on. It's a bit a lot. You're just supposed to watch the film, get entertained, and then be done with it. But no, you go into the film, you're like, what the hell is happening? And then you realize, oh, I missed out this thing, I have to go and watch that. Oh, it's 6 episodes, I have to sit down and watch for 6 episodes now. I mean, I still made the time to just have a look and watch the series to understand. It just felt like it was a bit unnecessary. I mean, clearly they made the whole series thing, put it on Disney Plus, get some extra buckaroos in them. I just feel like it's a bit unnecessary. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this whole TV show, movie kind of thing. Like, do you really think it's nice to have a series that is also connected to the films? It happens over and over again. Do you really enjoy that? I do know people that haven't watched WandaVision and watched Doctor Strange and couldn't really understand certain aspects which was explained in WandaVision. I don't blame them. It's a TV series. It's not everyone's cup of tea. And I do hear some people saying that, despite not watching WandaVision, they still loved Doctor Strange. Do you really fully understand what was going on Doctor Strange with the two kids. If you have not watched WandaVision, just let me know in the comments. But anyways, I would still continue watching. I mean, I'm still feeling like Marvel will pull it off eventually, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because it's still the start of this new phase thing, this new era of films, and they have to build characters from the ground up because they are done with the whole endgame thing. So former characters, they have to be forgotten, so they have to build new characters and give them more development, which takes time. But as of the current state, it's difficult to say that it's still the same level of excitement or hype. But anyways, again, I'll still watch them, and they're at least better than whatever the hell this is and whatever the mess that is. It's still better than that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the Marvel films right now. Now, see you guys in the next episode. Next episode? What is the next episode I'm talking about? I'll see you guys in the next video.